options. Will you sell? Fire up your platform, get ready to enter. But first, let's get the mindset centered. Hey, let's go. We're not here to gamble, we're here to trade. We follow the plan, that's how we get paid. Testing, trading, have success. Find what works for you and forget the rest. Stats and probabilities is what we're about. Time to dismiss greed and doubt. Focus on the process, not the money. And the profits will flow like honey. Power Hour Live, let's start the show. Come on, trade hackers, get ready to go. 0-day options, time to make bank. Get locked and loaded, then be ready to blank. Hey!
Hey everyone, welcome to Power Hour Live. Today is Wednesday. Getting ahead of myself. Wednesday, November 12th. S&P down 3 points. NASDAQ down 84. Russell's down 3, and the Dow is up 362. Dow hitting new all-time highs today. Gold back on the move up 2%. Silver's up over 5%. Notes and bonds and yields pretty flat. Oil, big flush, down almost 4.5%. Natural gas down about 0.5%. All the grains finished a little bit green. Euro flat, pound down 0.25%, and Bitcoin down about 1.2%. VIX still a little bit bid, up 1.74% from yesterday's close, currently at 17.58. As far as my BICs go, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tranches. No double stopped yet. I do have one tranche that is unstopped. The rest are one-sided, and that's on the 40-70 strike. So above 40, below 70 would work. Currently up about 1,400 here. After selling longs, probably up about 1,800-ish. Day trades. I had a small winner this morning in IWM, had a nice vertical spread winner in SPX, and then I had an IWM loser, so net about 400, and then I took a long swing in Apple, which was doing really well until about the last 30 minutes or so. Apple's kind of pulling back last hour or so. I was actually planning on taking some trims at when it pushed up to yesterday's high, and it just never quite got there. Now we're rolling over. Still a little bit green, but not as green as it was. One DTE. I still have my one DTE, which is up about 15%. I'll just close that out at the end of the day. Let's see. What else did I do? What else? I didn't do any Elmos. Didn't do any Woogas. So that's it for me today. S&P grinded lower all morning, finally caught a bounce, and then rolled over a little bit more. Now it's just kind of chopping. Bitcoin's been weak all day, starting to bounce a little bit right now. As far as scheduled news goes, just a bunch of Fed speakers today and a 10-year bond auction. CPI and PPI, which were scheduled tomorrow, have been removed from the calendar, which I guess means they are not going to be reported. I was looking to see if they got rescheduled, but not rescheduled either. So I've heard they're just not going to do it, is the report I heard. Yeah, I really just didn't think about it. I mean, I I probably would have entered an Elmo somewhere in this area, in kind of that midday chop had I been thinking about it, but just wasn't a focus today. Yeah, gold and silver going bananas again. Yeah, especially silver. Silver up 5%. Almost back up to all-time highs. What a move. What a move. I did close my CoreWeave, close my remaining CoreWeave earnings calendar for a nice profit. 150% or so. Speaking of earnings, what do we got going on here? Circle had a big down move after earnings. Came out this morning. OKLO was up early. I think it gave it all up, didn't it? No, it's back up. Okay. So OKLO up, Circle down. Today after the bell, we've got Cisco. Before the bell tomorrow, Disney, JD, and that's it. I don't think I have any interest in trading either of those. Let me just take a look. Cisco, big update today. Just below all-time highs. I don't remember the last time I traded Cisco. Options aren't bad. Got a 4-point expected move in Cisco. Disney's been on a little push. The only thing I'd do with the Disney is short it, just because I'm not happy with Disney right now. They took away my ESPN off of YouTube TV. Not very happy about it. Apparently, the stock likes it. I think I'll pass on the earnings plays. Other big movers, I mentioned OKLO. It's up 9.5%. AMD had a big spike yesterday, then a big spike after the market closed yesterday. Big spike here, and then gave it all back, and then it spiked back up and kind of ran up all night and then shot up at the open. It's kind of pulled back some here, but still up almost 8%. Netflix has been running all day. I mentioned Circle, it's down 11%. Some of the quantum names are down big. MSTR down 4%. Tesla's down 2%. Amazon down 2%. Reminder for pro members doing the OPEX calendar, excuse me, doing the OPEX calendar class tomorrow. After the market closes, 3:30 Central, 4:30 Eastern. What else, my friends? What else we got going on here? Haven't really been watching Financial Juice. Bunch of quotes from Fed speakers. There was a White House press conference. I didn't listen to that. Oh yeah, she did say October CPI and jobs data likely never to be released. Bitcoin finally getting a little bounce off the lows. Yeah, NASDAQ not as strong the last couple of days for sure. I mean, especially compared to like the Dow. The Dow hit a new all-time high today. Russell weaker. Yeah, Bitcoin weakness and metal strength. S&P, NASDAQ bouncing a little bit. I'll just give my thoughts kind of as we were coming down. There's some few people were posting about, looking for areas to get long on some different things, and so I jumped on just to give my thoughts. And so essentially, if you go to the day trading chat, directional trading chat, I posted a PDF of kind of a one pager. Check that out. That's basically a summary of what I was talking about. S&P getting a little bouncy, NASDAQ getting a little bouncy, Russell not as much. Now I'm just gonna hold my 1 DTE. I'm up 18%. I like to transform it in the direction of my bias the next day, and I just don't really have one. Don't really have one. I mean, I guess my lean would be up, but but also could see a decent little pullback after this big run up before making another push to all-time highs. Apple needs to get back up. I was really looking forward to taking some risk off on my swing trade at previous day high, and then it just never quite gave me the chance. Google making a little bounce out of its consolidation. Netflix pushing new highs of day. That thing has just been super strong all day. Even when the market was flushing, I mean, Netflix made a little bit of a dip the first 10 minutes, but then even with the market continuing to grind lower, Netflix just started its run up and never stopped. Rivian. Oh yeah, Rivian's been on a little spike. Kind of the top of, yeah, I think like you're saying, every time it kind of spikes up to this area, it sells off, it looks like, the last few times. But yeah, quite a little jump from earnings. All right, getting a little steam behind us now on this bounce. Russell's starting to wake up as well. Bitcoin having its biggest bounce of the day. Apple's not participating in this bounce. Microsoft also got strong. It participated in the weakness, but it's gotten it all back, and it's at highs of day as well. Nice V-shape recovery in Microsoft. Oh, a little bouncy. Here's the picture of the daily chart in Microsoft. It's had that weakness ever since earnings. Kind of came back to this level where it bounced before. Pushed the last couple days, looked weak early today, and then ripped back up. Yeah, I like that one as a swing as well. Just going to stick with Apple and my euro for now, but need the euro to go back down. It's looking good this morning, and then it kind of popped up today. My stop is above yesterday. Got about 25 minutes till the bell. I do have on my 1 DTE from yesterday. That needs getting close. I need above 68.60 today for that one to hit max. It's right there. Just a little stone's throw away. Yeah, I'll be looking at Mahomes today. So the SPX is at 57. The 60 fly is under $1. The 55, which is closer now, it's at 55, still under $1. Staying cheap. Staying awfully cheap. I guess we do have 23 minutes still. Yeah, I'm going to do some wheeling. I'm going to do some wheeling and dealing. Opt for dollar. I got to transfer the account over. And then I've been kind of just making notes here and there as far as my mechanics of how I want to do it. I think what I've kind of settled on is, so it'll be about a $100,000 account, and I'm going to have 6 positions max. Each position will be 15% of my capital. So each position will get allocated 15% of the account. That way I'll, depending on the pricing of the puts and the calls and all that, and you got to do it in round lots. So that would put me at, I'd always have 10, 20, probably more like 30% cash if I had 6 positions on. I'm also going to do 3 ETFs and then 3, I'll kind of rotate. I'll rotate different ETFs and different stocks, but 3 stocks and 3 ETFs. So 6 positions is kind of my thought. Yeah, it's all cash secured. So if I get assigned the stock, that's fine. Is that what you mean? Selling a put's going to use the same capital as if I bought 100 shares, so all cash secured, not using any leverage. Yeah, it's going to be in a Roth account. So if I was maxed out, I'd be at 90%, right? Which, let's say if I did, so if it's a $100,000 account, I'd be using, let's say I'm trying to use about 15,000 or less on a position. So it would only be 15% if it's a $150 stock, essentially, right? But I'm going to be doing some stocks that are 100, so I can't do 2 of those. I can only do 1. So that's only going to end up being about 10% allocation. You know what I mean? So I'll typically, the absolute minimum cash I would have at a time is 10%, but it's usually going to be more like 20 or 30. All right, so S&P had a little dip. So I've basically been putting together a list of stocks that I'd want to consider that are $150 or less. And I'll basically focus on using a delta of between 25 and 35. And what else? What other considerations need to be made? Let me pull up my notes. Oh, yeah, duration. So I'm going to be doing 30 to 60 days. Between 30 and 60 days. Yep, so that's the plan. That's the plan, Stan. What do you got going on, Watson? You doing some Transformers today? You didn't tell us about? So I'm going to do 3 ETFs, which by nature are going to be lower volatility, and then the 3 stocks, I'll probably do a little bit more higher volatility type stocks. Try to get some juicy premiums. Apple just kind of fizzled out on me. Six minutes till MOC. I've got my 1 DTE from yesterday, which is right at the money on the call side, so I'm going to have to use my put side for Mahomes. So I can't really scalp, and I can't do 2 Mahomes versions. So I'm going to have to choose one or the other. 55 butterfly is still cheap, though. $1.25 or so. $1.20. Oh, maybe less than that. No, it got back up. It did it yesterday. Metamucil's dumping again. Sure is. Sure is. No, pun intended. Definitely pun intended. S&P, NASDAQ dipping a little bit again. MOC in less than 3 minutes. Let me turn my volume on. SMCI just started bouncing. Yeah, does anybody else have YouTube TV? Did you I went to watch Monday Night Football last Monday night, and I was like, "What the hell is going on? Where's ESPN? Where's ABC?" Couldn't find it. Couldn't figure out what was going on until finally I searched, and I was like, "Those bastards!" They just had a little spat about their contract. They pulled it from YouTube TV. All right, 1 minute till MOC. Looks like
1 minute until the market on close imbalance.
55 flies trading for about $1.20. I'm not going to go in before MOC. I'm going to wait. See if I can get a little bit more credit. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Op for dollar.
10 seconds.
That's why I don't like Disney right now.
Market on close imbalance. S&P 500 buy side 1.2 billion. Nasdaq 100 buy side 1.1 billion. Dow 30 buy side 330 million. Mag 7 buy side 625 million.
Okay, 1.2 billion buy side.
Fed's Purdy says that there is strong evidence that bank reserves are no longer abundant.
Bank reserves are no longer abundant. I don't think that's a good thing. Yeah, he sure did. He got that down. Getting a little bump. SPX up to 58. And he rolled right into the next deal too, with no issue. Right from the MOC to the banking issue, just flawless. All right, my 1 DTE needs above 60. My 1 DTE from yesterday, that is. The 60 butterfly is trading for $1.50. Oh, I need my BIX to stay below 60. Got some calls up there. That would hit some doubles. My 1 DTE from today is up 23%. It likes the little bounce. SPX at 59. $60 butterfly trading for about $1.70 or so, it looks like. Back down to 57. My 1 DTE from today will close in a little over a minute. It's right in between strikes. Pick a strike, SPX. Pick a strike. Aaron, have you watched the Mahomes course? IWM getting a little dippy. So there's the fly, and then the second part is you could transform it with a vertical spread. So those are kind of two different variations. And then what Opt for Dollar does, and what I've done a little bit is just scalped it, meaning just sell the butterfly and then buy it back quickly when you get a little bit of a price move. I'm going to go for the 55. Filled at 205 on the 55s. My 1 DTE just got closed. Made 22% on my 1 DTE. SPX down to 52. go. Let's get a 50. Let's get a 50 close, baby. End the day on a nice 50 note. Just above 50. Below 50. All right. A little over 3 minutes. Below 49. Have a decent little day of Bix with no double stops and looks like one pin. Down in the 48s. Stay down. Stay down, little buddy. Down below 48. There we go. It's going to put my 1 DTE from yesterday not at max profit, but yeah, it's back in the minimum profit area. That's right. I'll take a $2,000 Mahomes. It's a good trade. Good trade-off. And 90 seconds. Down to 40, below 47. S&P is about to go red again. VIX is bouncing a little bit. Not really spiking too much with this little dip. I guess there it is. Staying above 17.5. Less than a minute. SPX at 47. Just needed to hold below 50 for 30 more seconds. Uh-oh. Up to 49. 50. No, don't do it. Do not do that. I don't like it when you do that. $51. What a terrible bounce. 5 seconds.
Order
no.
cancelled.
No.
Order cancelled.
All right, 51. Still a winner, but not a max. Looks like it'll be around almost $1,000 winner. A little over 1,000 instead of 2,000. All right, all. That's a wrap for today. Reminder, tomorrow, the OPEX calendar after the market closes. As far as live streams in the morning, tomorrow is Thursday. Yes, it'll be me streaming live at the open for day trading, and then we'll be back for Power Hour, and then the OPEX calendar class. All right, all. Take care. Have a good night. Cheers.